Matter is fairly straightforward. The MPs say they voted me out because I said they will lose their seats. So there was nothing constitutional. The president says I was voted out because I wanted money from him. If I wanted money from the president, there's nothing unconstitutional about it. So it's very clear, really, that there was nothing, and I'm sure the judges have taken judicial notice of these pronouncements, that all the MPs are saying they had to get rid of me because if they don't get rid of me, I will get rid of them. So I believe the law will take its course. But as I told you, the right to vie for office is absolute, is protected in the Constitution. And our Constitution is very clear that you cannot be barred from running for office until you have exhausted the available remedies in law. That is fighting your case all the way to the Supreme Court. We have not even started, So if the matter is not concluded before 2027, I'll vie for whatever office I want to vie for. If I want to vie for president, I believe I'm qualified. If I want to be whatever, I'll do whatever I want to do. And that matter is being used by my opponents. Tell people on the mountain, don't follow this man. He cannot run for office. I don't have to run for office. I have a responsibility to unite my people, to make them relevant in the national political discourse. I have a responsibility to craft a political party, a political vehicle for the region so that they can participate in a meaningful manner in a general election. I have a responsibility to mentor young people, which I'm doing. I don't have to be in office. My friend, many people think about positional leadership. Leadership is defined in many aspects. You have positional leadership, you have charismatic leadership, you have traditional leadership, you have effective leadership. I am in effective leadership. Today, how do you explain I'm not the deputy president? I hold no office in this country. Every talk, in every meeting, the whole country is about Rigiji. You cannot talk a man, everybody is talking about a man who is nothing, who has no influence, who is not a leader. How come? The president himself called a press conference to discuss me. All his people discuss me every day. If you look at the headlines, they just talk about Rigiji. Because Rigiji is a leader. He is a movement. He has people behind him in millions. And whether he has a position or not, is that he is a leader, because a leader is somebody who has followers. And if I had no followers, nobody would be bothered about me. That is why they disrupt my meetings, because they don't want me to talk to people. Because they know, one, I'm persuasive. Okay. I have powers of oratory. I have a way with the people. I have the language with the people. I am convincing. And I have effective leadership. And I carry people along with me. And I've just said to you what William Ruto talked about me. What he said then, that is the true regarding Gachagua. What he is saying today, and something I was saying, he said, and he said, that's why you see William Ruto is a pathological liar. He said, I will not allow my deputy to be disrespected, particularly by junior staff. Disrespected or humiliated, and I've committed myself in writing. That is what exactly he did. These people he's saying I was fighting, he's the one who was sending them to disrespect me. And they would come from his chopper, they abuse me. They are standing on top of his vehicle, they abuse me. Even I was looking today at the issue of Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria is one of our most bright leaders from the Mount Kenya region. And today he's in problems. When Moses Kuria was Minister for Trade, he is the one who started the county aggregation and industrial parks. A brilliant idea. Since they removed him from there, that project is stuck. And when I asked President why he's sacking him, he said that he's a thief. So today I'm wondering, I have seen Moses Kuria is being auctioned. If Moses Kuria had stolen anything from anybody, how come he has nothing? He has no money to pay his debts, And I knew, the issues that took place in Kenya National Trading Corporation, KNTC. The procurement was done in State House. And when they brought edible oil and rice and there was a scandal, they wanted to push it to Moses Kuria and another lady called Pamela who has been taken to court. And they have used this thing to intimidate Moses Kuria, that they can open, trumped up charges against him. But I really want to ask a question. I was asking myself, if the way the president told me he removed Moses Kuria as minister because he was corrupt, how come today that Moses Kuria, today the court allowed these things to be auctioned? If he had money he had stolen from the ministry, he would be able to pay his debts. Again, the president did not want any leader from the mountain who has a brain, who is principled, and who can do anything. That is why he got rid of DP Gachagua, Moses Kuria, Methekali Nturi, Justin Muturi.
You're talking about Moses Kuria, who's the economic advisor to the president.
I am saying you cannot remove.
So he's not getting rid of.
You cannot get a man as minister and make him an advisor. That is a joke. You know, it's like chasing away a wife and making him a maid in your house. You know, it's very disrespectful.
Okay.
But I want to say,
yes,
Moses Kuria, you cannot replace Moses Kuria with William Kabogo. It's an insult to the people of Kiambu and the people of the mountain. Moses Kuria is a brilliant mind, and I can tell you this idea of KIPES that Moses Kuria came up with. Had the president allowed him to stay as minister for investment, trade, and industry, today, those things will be working. And we will not be having the situation we are having with avocado, with carrots, with potatoes, yeah? But because he's a brilliant mind, yeah? He had to be edged out and given some peripheral job there, who advised me on this and that. And Moses Kuria cannot advise William Ruto. William Ruto takes no advice. William Ruto advises William Ruto. When you hear that you are presidential advisor, you just get a salary and know what to do. He cannot listen to any advice from anybody.
Tell me this, are there any commercial interests in